What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Liga career mode. It's episode number 28. Sloggy season is over, boys. It's finished. We're out of it. We're done with it, and we're heading into the January transfer window today. 5 clear of Barcelona on the back of back-to-back wins, pulling ourselves out of our poor form. And just before we dive into the January transfer window opening, we do have Duarte asking for a pro deal. In a way, this is kind of a good thing, because we said that with me, what tends to happen is I wait too long, and they'll ask for a pro deal at the end of the season, and then they'll lose the potential. But we'll check Duarte's potential real quick together, and we'll add him straight to the loan list and get him out in this January window. It is... Where is he? I've lost him. Where's Duarte? Where's my guy? Where is he? There he is, right there. An exciting prospect. Add him to the loan list and get him straight out to another club. And right on cue, it is Hannover 96. That's a great club for him to go on loan to there. I love that. I just love it when it's a club that feels right, you know. So we'll quickly delegate that loan deal there. And as the window does open for January, just the one player left in now, that is the Egyptian goalkeeper. I said before, like we kind of like stopped youth scouting now, because with so many seasons in, it's going to be hard for anyone to A, get a scholarship, and then B, get a pro deal, and then C, get enough development, and then D, actually make a mark in the team. But with the window open as, Deportivo Valladolid as well, totally fine with that, it's a good division side. With the window now open, I don't think we'll be doing any business at all. We've got under £1 million. I like how the team is looking. Granted, we tanked the end of our Champions League group to finish runners-up. We'll take on PSG in the last 16. That'll be coming tomorrow. But we're going to be aiming to defend our Copa del Rey, top of La Liga, got the Supercopa as well. Our team is fine, man. We're fine right now. As Vasic is back from his loan spell. Man, this guy looked like an absolute baller back in Season 1. At the end of Season 1. Let's do a loan report today, actually. Let's do a loan report. So Ibrahim has grown 6 out on loan at FC 20. Ray, the young fullback, has grown 2 at Young Boys. He's not really developing at all there. But Said has gone up a 2 at Real Betis as well. Only 3 La Liga games. That's a bit disappointing, but still nice to see him growing a little bit. I've given up on Kaiki. I might just recall him and then sell him. I've given up, man. I totally overestimate his potential. But Al Amri's up 1 at Palermo. Hassan has grown 1 in Turkey. Ibrahim's grown 3 in Orlando. Bryce Gomes has grown 2 with Las Palmas, and again, only played the 4 games. That's quite disappointing. Again, Vasic is back. He's grown 2, and he's grown nicely since the loan spell at Sporting Lisbon. I'm big on this kid, man. I really, really am. Definitely going to give some game time in the second half of the season. Al-Arabi's only grown 1. Girona second tier side. Now, Ibrahim's grown 15. Ha. Well, I said that quite casually. Sorry, plus 15. What are they feeding him out there at Zhejiang, man? Oh my goodness. Carrillo's up 3 at Palermo right now, which is fantastic. Ahmed's growing 2 at Molineux. And Oriana's up 11 as well at Stade Lausanne right now as well. So yeah, my loan players, some of which are developing slowly, but some of which are developing incredibly quickly. And as we have bids here for Cristobal and Camelo, going to turn them both down again. No plans to sell anyone, as Darwin Nunez wins his 3rd Player of the Month award this year, winning this one for December. First game today, Real Valladolid away, where Athletic Bilbao just beat Barcelona 2-1. Didn't realise that for Xavi's first loss of the season, so a chance to go 8 clear with a win away from home, and our 3rd on the trot. Vamos Almeria. I didn't realise Barcelona were playing yesterday, so good to see it. First defeat for them this season. But, I mean, Bilbao are right behind in the table. They're a top 4 team. We only just about battled back from 2-0 down to claim a point against them. So, really, both Bilbao and Barca are very tough teams to... can't face right now, as there's an early injury there as well for Sergio. So, Delafeu's gone down. He's out for at least another month. And that, for Camelo, I think that's going to be the classic career mode broken toe. That early injury for Sergio. That's a big blow considering how good he's been for us this season. Yes, Edgar went in, man. This guy is just brilliant. Oh, that's an awful foul from behind there. That should be at least a booking. Tell you what, Edgar, he didn't get called up for the World Cup squad with Spain. He's 85 overall now. I'm so glad I made him my captain. He is just absolutely brilliant. I love him. I absolutely love him, man. And one of the OGs from Almeria that stayed since the beginning, alongside Centelles and Pozo and Dion Lopi as well. But definitely the most impactful. As Vega finds Nunez offloads, Camelo hobbling, but still scoring. He's been brilliant this year, and he's got another. Sergio Camelo gives Almeria the lead. Bakayoko down the right. Oh, that's just disgusting, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest here. That's the sort of thing that you put on a compilation for YouTube. That is just disgusting. As Darwin Nunez levels one. Oh, speaking of disgusting, I mean, that is just possibly the goal of the save, man. He's back to form, he's back to his best, and Darwin Nunez has just scored, I think, the goal of the save right there. Can I call it the goal of the save? I am. That is unbelievable. Gets around his mouth with the ball, a weaker left foot, 19 yards from goal, and it clips the underside of the crossbar, Tony Yeboah style. That is absolutely beautiful. Darwin, back to his best. Yep, Darwin Nunez back to his best, Almeria back to their best, 3 straight wins, 2 clean sheets in 3 for Euland and the boys in the backline, and finally we're getting it sorted after a really turbulent run of form. So at the halfway stage we'll be officially 8 points clear, but before we do the league table, well done Real Betis, I just want to see how bad the injury was for Camelo. I took him off at the break. We were leading by 1 after he scored the opener, and I think it is a free month, as we see Duarte's being loaned out to Deportivo Alaves, goes to the Segunda Division. It is indeed the classic Caribbean injury. Camelo's been brilliant this year, man. Really improved his productivity as he's been our starting CAM. And that's why I changed the position as well. I see him more as a CAM than a striker. But 3 months, that's gutting. I don't know if I can use Vasic, man. I said I like the fact we're doing a 25-man squad limit like in real life, so I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure I can allow myself to do that. We don't have to do everything realistically, but, you know, we like the elements of it. So, yeah, 8 points clear at the halfway stage then. Under 1 loss and it came against Barcelona. And again, when you look at the 3 games we slipped up in this season, Athletic Bilbao, Real Madrid, Barcelona, last year's top 4 alongside us. I said, if we just win the remaining games against the other teams, we'll be champions. Right now, my points being improved. We're 8 clear as Barca, Bilbao and Athletic Madrid wrap at the top 4 of Real Madrid in 5th. But as we know, you can't rule these guys out, man. For the 3rd year in a row, they got off to a slow start. They're going to turn it around in the second half, you know that. Mallorca having a great year alongside Villarreal, Osasuna, Getafe and Celta Vigo make up the top 10. And the bottom 3 right now, Espanyol, Las Palmas and Eibar. As for the individual charts, well, right now Brian Bolo is 2 clear of Darwin Nunez in the race to Golden Boot as the Uruguayan slowed down a little bit. Sergio Camelo, like you saw his stats a moment ago there, man, he's had an amazing year, so that 3-month injury is huge. 11 goals in 18 games, probably my second best player this year alongside our number 9, so that's a big blow there with Bakayoko also in the top 20 with 7 this season. But for Nunez, whilst he's slowed down in terms of goals, red hot start at putting the ball in the back of the net, he's not slowed down in terms of assists. 15 in 19 as he chases 30 for a season, and Gabri Vega is behind him by 7 with 8 on the board, and Bakayoko is in 4th as well. Camelo is also in the top 15 for assists as well, having a great year for us this season, but again, won't see him for another 3 months this season. And for the Golden Glove, yeah, Aguirre-Zabal, not quite as good as last year. 10 in 19. It's still impressive. It's more than 1 in 2, but last year he got to 25. I want him to get to 26. That's just not going to happen now. It will need to keep 16 clean sheets in 19 games. As good as he is as a young goalkeeper, that's just not going to happen. I was thinking what I might do if we want to stay with a 25-man squad limit this year is maybe sell Paul Lozano, but keep Vasic. We've got 2 DMs, but no AM now on the bench or in the resis now that Arribas are going to the first team. And I much prefer the Serbian, to be fair, who is just, I mean, he was amazing, wasn't he, back in Season 2. So what I might do is, sell Lozano, 27, not growing anymore. We've got Gregari, who's just as good, and can also play CB as well. And just keep Vasic. That to me is probably the right thing to do. Again, we don't have to do everything with 100% realism, but it is nice to do it that way. So right now we've got 26 players in La Liga with score registration limited 25. But then again, do players need to be registered if they're under 21? Because we've got Gutierrez and we've also got Miranda as well. So maybe that gives us an extra squad member. I don't know. I need to look into that. Yeah, so just looking into it now. Maximum of 3 non-EU players. We've got 3 in Dia, Nunez and Dion Lopi as well. Maximum of 25 players and no under 21 sort of like buys, if you will. So in that case, if we are doing things with a bit of realism, I think let's sell Lozano And let's keep Vasic. I'm big on this kid, man. I really like him. 24 now, but Lozano's 27 and not growing. We've got 2 DMs. One's better anyway. And Dion on the bench as well. Let's do that. Like, so we don't have to do things with 100% realism, but it just adds to the save. Do you know what I mean? And when I get asked all the time, Doxy boy, how'd you make your saves better? How'd you make them more immersive, more challenging, etc., etc.? This is just a great way to do it, man. Squad registration rules, let's stick to it. Yeah, it needs to be numbered 1 to 25 as well. So Vasic can take the 12 and we'll take out Lozano's number now that he's going to go. And that can be given to Nico Melamed, who I didn't realise all this time I was using with a non-1 to 25 number. Again, it's just a very simple way to make the game more fun, man. I really do encourage it. You don't have to. You don't have to stick to it as strictly as we do at times, but it's just a great way to make it more fun. Right, following game, Miranda's in the last 32 of the Copa del Rey, so good division side away. Should be a banker as we aim to defend Almeria's first ever trophy won in club history. Vamos, Almeria. Melamed with Milovanovic ahead. Vasic there as well. It's got to be 1-0. And it is Milovanovic, the giant, with the finish. First for the club, I believe. And I actually quite like this guy as a squad striker. You know, a different option when things aren't working to bring him off the bench. 6'5", absolute unit. And he's just prodded in our opening goal. 1-0 up, and yeah, I think we should go for a minimal fuss here. Melamed to Milovanovic. Just what he can do. Hold the ball up and play players through. Pozo gives it to Vasic. Oh, yes, I'm really liking this guy, man. First game back since returning from his 2 years in Lisbon. He's just a jack of all trades, man. He can do literally everything. He's 6'2", he can win balls back, he can hold the play up, and he can finish as well. What did he get in his first stint with us? 4 goals in 6 La Liga games or something? Well, he's just got his first since returning in the Copa del Rey. Funny enough, there wasn't a pass from Pozo, by the way. It was just an overcooked first touch. We probably won't get the assist for that. That's one of those moments where the intelligence of the game kind of lets you down. Clearly, it should be a Pozo assist, but instead, because it was flicked on with the right stick and not a triangle or X, he doesn't get credit with it. That's so annoying. Milovanovic wins it back. Vasic for his second. Oh, I really like him. I really like him, man. A brace and an assist in a 3-0 win. Oh, he's back. And he hasn't missed a step since being in Portugal. Yeah, we don't have to do everything with 100% realism in this career mode, but I do like the 25-man squad registration limit in La Liga. So someone had to be sacrificed. It wasn't going to be Vasic, man. I wanted to keep him, especially after the Camelo injury. 3-0, game over, and job done. 4 wins in a row for Almeria and 3 clean sheets in 4. Safe to say we're getting back to our best after a shaky patch of form. I think we're going to see the draw for the last 16 directly afterwards. Oh, Vasic, man, getting in the interview post-game. Don't know if Alex Scott speaks Serbian or Spanish, but even so, we're going to see if we have had a draw, and I think we will have it directly after the game, and fingers crossed we'll have another Segunda Division side once again before that Supercopa game against Real Madrid, and it's not, which means we need to do one more advance, but that's totally fine. Let's have a look. It's going to be dun dun dun. All right, fair enough. Okay, cool. It's the only team that have beaten us this season in the league. Barcelona away. Cool. Well, I think our run in the cup is ending there, for God's sake. To be fair, I can't complain. I mean, we literally... How could I possibly be complaining, to be fair? I mean, literally, we had a Segunda Division side in the semis and in the final last year. Yeah, you've had your luck in your cup draws, Doxy boy. It's payback time. Who wants Lozano? Oh, Atalanta. Okay, fair enough. We'll try and squeeze around 10 mil from the side from Bergamo. And we'll see what we can get. We won't be reinvesting the money because we've got the 25-man squad now, but it would still be nice to have some money to carry over for next season. Anyway, so let's go 9.5 mil, and there we go, 9.5 mil as Lozano's off to the Serie A. He had to be sacrificed. Someone had to go, and he was the unlucky man. I don't normally show this, but the Team of the Year has just been announced, and I very rarely actually show this, but for those curious for 2026, it's Man City and Barca heavy, really. It's Ter Stegen in goal, at back four is Balde, now at Man City, Araujo, also at Man City, Bastoni and Di Lorenzo, Then the midfield is Pedri, Musiala, De Jong and Rodri, who's now at Bayern to be fair, and Haaland and Mbappe are the strike duo in a 4-4-2. I wish to just show the formation. Like it's nice to have the little animation of players, but I'd prefer to just see the formation really. Anyway, let's dive into it then. The Supercopa, as we face Real Madrid, going for our first of the save. Yep, won the Copa del Rey last year, that's how we qualified for this, but now taking on Real Madrid, who won it last season at the Powerhouse Stadium. Let's see who make the final. Valladolid area. That is a cracking kick out, that, isn't it? That is absolutely beautiful. There is something about... Oh, he's going to be offside. It's something about attacks that start from the goalkeeper's footwork that I just absolutely love. Like a defence splitting through ball. It's why I have a bit of a thing for like a goalkeeper assist. When it happens, it's like, if I ever see it, Flecken had one for Brentford. Was it against Man City actually earlier this year? I can't remember who it was against, but he had a goalkeeper assist this year. And as soon as I saw it on BBC Sport, I was like, right, stop what I'm doing. I need to see that. There's something about goalkeepers playing wonderful passes that I just, it's just so aesthetically pleasing. You know, it calms my soul. It's gorgeous to watch as João Pedro fires in the opener. Well, as good as goalkeepers need to be with their feet these days, they also need to be good with their hands as well. Aguirre-Zabala, however, unless he had ginormous hands, was getting nowhere near that. João Pedro with a finish, wonderful strike, Real Madrid in front. We haven't beat Barca or Real Madrid since the save began, and I think that run is going to continue. Our strongest lineup out there for the game, but we just can't beat these guys. Nunez onside, Courtois with the save. Should have been 1-1. Come on, away we go. Down the right, Bakayoko, run. Nunez, run. Oh, Matthias de Ligt is so bloody good on this game. In terms of centre-halves, I still am a firm believer that Bastoni is the best in the game. But then it will go Ruben Diaz, Matthias de Ligt. And that all starts from the de Ligt interception, which could have been 1-1, in the end it's 2-0. We just can't beat Real Madrid and Barca, man. I tell you, for all the strides we made forward in the save, I might just jump to the bench here, for all the strides we made forward in the save, we're still a notch below these two teams. I mean, they are just ridiculous, man. I am going to stick to this. I still believe we'll be champions if we win every single game outside of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Yes, come on. But we still haven't beat either of them in any attempt yet. It's crazy. Actually, kind of think about it. I think we have beaten Barcelona once. I think we beat them once in Andalusia back in Season 2. I might be wrong, but I know we've never beaten Real Madrid. These guys are ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But again, it's why I said when we saw them fifth in the table, I was like, yeah, we've seen this before. The past 2 years, to be exact. Back in Season 2, slow start, ended up winning the championship. Last year, slow start, ended up finishing third. Yeah, they're fifth right now. They're not going to finish fifth. Nunez, no! Courtois with the save. Last chance. Couldn't get away from de Ligt on his shoulder. And the Belgian makes a comfortable stop. Real will hold on. They're through to the final. Hato's cross. Flick down, but it's too late. It's too late. Game's over. One last chance to force extra time. Couldn't take it through Darwin. We're not at this level yet. Even becoming a 5-star team, even having some world-class players, we're still not at this level yet, man. It's hard to describe just how tough this is of a team to face. But I guess my record against them says it all. Played multiple, 1-0. And as we see after the game, a bid for Vega turned down from Juve. Lozano, who he accepted the same bid from Bologna for of £9.5 million, has decided to go there instead of Atalanta. We'll take the money, not going to reinvest it due to the 25-man squad limit, but it will carry over until next season. Right, following game, back to matches in La Liga, entering the second half of the season, Getafe at home. And like I said, man, we don't need to beat Real Madrid, we don't need to beat Barcelona, but we do need to win these games here. Win them all, and I believe we will be champions. I'm sticking to that philosophy, man. Just win the bankers. Vamos Almeria. I think I've got to stop using the word banker as well for games like this, because is it a banker? I mean, Getafe are building a really solid team. They're in a European place right now, I think, or just outside of it. So it's not really a banker. A banker is like Eibar at home. Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily this one, but even so, win your home games, win the championship. I've always been a firm believer in that, man. And it's a perfect start. Darwin Nunez right from kickoff puts Almeria in from... No. Oh, great ball, Garcia and Ritter with the finish. Yeah, okay, we're definitely not going to get Aguirre-Zabala 26 clean sheets. So we're lucky to get him to 20, to be honest. Man, defensively, we were brilliant last year, man. Absolutely brilliant. We kept holding the back line, keepers unchanged. And yet we're just conceding a lot more this year. I don't know why. But Getafe with a leveller. And it's 1-1. Again, these are the games, man. Real Madrid, Barca, fine. Getafe, not fine. We are missing Camelo and Delafeu big time now. We need Gerrard back at least. I see you, Dion. I see you, Ramazani. Yes! Come on. Come on. Bakayoko loping it. One chance for the break here to take a 2-goal cushion. That would be massive. That's always a great way to end a half, man. Getting an extra goal on the board, especially when it gives you a cushion. So you can really knock the stuffing out of your opponent. And, oh, Vasic should have had his 3rd in 2 and his 1st in the league since returning. Just didn't strike it cleanly enough. As Bakayoko's delivery is headed away. Golden chance to give us a cushion. Oh! I'm sorry, Lozano, but this is why we had to sell you. Someone had to be sacrificed. Someone had to be pushed off the boat. And I'm sorry, Lozano, but I've never seen you do this. Fakes to control on the knee, and on the half volley, top corner. He didn't want to finish from 12 yards, he wanted to finish from 20. What a goal! This kid's a baller. You know when Darwin Nunez scored that screamer in the episode opener and I said, oh, that's the best goal to save. Yeah, he couldn't even hold on to that tag for an entire episode. It's been beaten by Vasic. That strike was unbelievable, mate, honestly. I swear, I'm not one to normally like watch replays of goals, but that warrants about 4 or 5 replays. I want to see that from every angle, man. That strike was incredible. And as we turn down what I believe is the biggest transfer offer to say from Spurs, 142.7 mil for Gabri Vega. He's going nowhere. Next up, Atletico Madrid, still 8 points clear at the top of the table, is going to get a double-digit lead for at least 48 hours before an El Clasico. Vamos, Almeria. Yeah, I'd say there's 4 teams in Spain right now that we are sort of allowed to slip up against. Allowed to, if that makes sense. Not planned to, but allowed to. Barca, Real, Atletico Madrid, and also Bilbao because of the way they've risen in this save now, Champions League team. Atletico Madrid, we beat them in a reverse fixture in Andalusia. But if we draw here, I'm not going to be devastated about it at all, especially with the gap on Barca right now as well. So again, I say this all the time, but that's the thing about draws. Like, they are so often dismissed as a bad result regardless in modern day football, but it's a point on the board. And also crucially, when it's, for example, like a rival for a European competition or a rival for a title or a relegation rival, if it's against one of those teams, not only have you got a point on the board, but you've also stopped that team from gaining 3 points themselves as well. So it's all about the team you're facing, the form you're in, and where you are in the table. Atletico Madrid away would not be considered a bad point for us. Good stop, Aguirre-Zabala. Kiba for Atletico Madrid. Through the gap to Patrick Schick. And you check forward, finds Riquelme. Great fullback in this game. Down the left-hand side. He's just got brilliant trickery, this lad. As a wing-back, he's excellent on the offensive end. And he's just assisted the opening goal as well. So there we go, Atletico in front. And like I said, we're away at the Metropolitano against a side who, granted, last year didn't have the best of seasons, but they're still technically one of the bigger and better teams in Spain. So, yeah, a loss here will be very disappointing, but it's not disastrous. If this was Las Palmas, for example, I'll be feeling a bit differently. Yeah, this is a great wing-back in FC, because whilst his defensive stats aren't the best, gradually over time they'll kind of go up evenly. So he'll be good enough, if you will, in a back 5. Or playing LM in a back 3, and his offensive stats are superb as well. So he's one of those sort of like players, modern day wing backs, great going forward. Not great at the back, but if he's in a back five or again playing forward in a back three, he's alright. He's good enough, if that makes sense defensively, to not be targeted and exploited most games. Nunez denied by All Black, who pounces on the rebound as well. Still down by 1, 7 to go before the break. Okay, alright, I said we can slip up in these games, but don't want my second loss of the season coming here. Bakayoko to Martinez, and Edgar's running forward. I prefer him to stay where he is, but he says no. Captain says no, give me the ball, I want it. Nunez. Vega, and this is why we turned down that bid from Spurs. 89 overall, highest rated player in the team. Gabri Vega is off limits as he fires in a leveller. Timber to Vega. I'm asking Vasic to run right. Now back into the middle. Oh, what a flick. Oh, what a save. Oh, we just seen one of the best saves of the save as Vasic is denied from range. Yeah, and All Black tipping it onto the woodwork, man. What a stop that is to keep it at 1-1. Nunez, free header. Heads over. No. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. Alright, I'll take it. What did I say, man? What did I say? These are the games where I don't mind too much if we only claim a point. It is just our 4th game this season in the league without a win. But when you look at the teams we've drawn or lost to, Barca, Real Madrid, Athletic Bilbao and Atletico Madrid, it's not disastrous by any stretch of the imagination. But for the following game, I really don't mind if we lose this at all, because it's the Copa del Rey last 16. We've got Sociedad on the weekend in the league, and I'm trying to keep these guys, Barca, at bay in the race for the La Liga title. We've already won the Copa del Rey, don't need to retain it, and we always lose here anyway. So just going to throw out a backup side and see what happens. Yep, let him through as Pedri makes it 1 early. I just want to tire them out, to be honest. I just want to tire them out and give them an extra game in the calendar as they'll get into the quarters. Guys, you can go for the Copa del Rey. It was ours last year, but you can have it this year. We're trying to keep you at bay in La Liga. That's of far more importance to me. Let them through. Rafinha with the corner, whipped into the middle, headed on. Oh, and Pozo just about scoos it behind off the line. Gutierrez nutmeg there, I think, as we're still down by 1. Whilst we're still in this game, it's it's not over yet. I always say 1 goal leads, man. No team should ever feel comfortable with them, and you just never know. So for now, the most important thing is just don't allow it to become 2. It's 2. It's the ex-Magpie who says 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy for Barcelona. They're heading through. No wins in 4, 2 losses in 4, and back-to-back games without a win. Yeah, it sounds like poor form for Almeria, but like I said, you can't just look at the data and say, oh, that sounds terrible. Because ultimately, when you look at the teams we've lost against, Barcelona and Real Madrid, and a draw away against Atletico, it's not that bad, is it? Let's not capitulate on this. It's not terrible. So as we get through, what we're going to do real quickly as we get knocked out of the cup there is advance through to the Real Sociedad, because I think that Barca are playing on that 29th, and so there we go. It's still 8. They faced Real Madrid and they lost 2-0. This is why I was totally fine waving the white flag in the cup. We were probably going to go out anyway. We haven't won in a new camp since the save began. But for them to lose 2-0 at home, their starters tied for the El Clasico, and Carlo Ancelotti, you just done us a massive favour. We're 8 clear as we get into the following game. Real Sociedad with a game in hand this one. If we win it, we'll extend the gap to 11 points with 16 games to go. Game management, I'm all about it. Sociedad at home and a win sends us 11 clear. Sociedad have got a pretty solid team. Harvey Elliott, Reece James and Ezri Konsa is an English trio. Oh, it's Adley. Great young forward in this game. Fires in the opener and, well, 15 minutes in, we're behind. That's the thing about form, man. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter who you lose to or who you slip up against. It's still going to hurt. It's still going to affect you moving forward. 1 win in 4, no wins in 2, and this will be a really disappointing result here. I said, listen, we can go out to cut the Barca, no problem at all. We have to win on the weekend. If we're going to do that, I'm going to have to come from and get it. Harvey's delivery should be cleared by Ramazani, and it is going to drop all the way to Bakayoko. Hold on, guys. Oh, I just needed to concentrate. Played the build-up right, just didn't get the finish right. Bakayoko denied by Ramiro. Still 1-0 down. Can't afford to slip up here if we want to be champions. Plenty of time. I'm not worried. We've battled back from a goal down to win games already twice this season. We can do it again. Yeah, we did it to Eibar. We did it to Getafe. No reason we can't do it to Sociedad. So it's great dribbling from Nunez, that. Yeah, it's giving space to go all the way. You can't give him space, Ezri Konsa. You can't give him space. Darwin Nunez with the leveler before the break. We came from behind to beat Eibar. We came from behind to beat Getafe. And that's why, despite falling behind early, I still felt we could do this, man. Ezri Konsa just hesitates there and you can't do that. I get it, you got Gary Vega in behind. But you got to trust you got men behind you, your teammates, to switch on to him. You give Darwin Nunez a fraction of space and the guy's so explosive, it'll just zoom right past you. 1-1, back on level terms. Now let's find a winner. Oh, no. Edgar gets a tackle but can't get there. Shot from range. Agarizabal had it every day of the week. Wasn't going to beat it from there. And now it's Gutierrez dinks it. Oh, it's not enough power on it. Oh, goodness. I've bottled this. Absolutely bottled it. Oh, Yarzabal. Oh, it's going to be a winner. No, tackled and cleared. Oh, I've bottled this. Absolutely blown it. Hang on. Nunez for the win! Get in! We're ending on that. I was going to play one more, do deadline there, do one more. We're ending on that. Once again, Almeria come back from behind to win it. Third time this season. And like I said, man, we can slip up at the Bernabeu. We can slip up at the Nou Camp. We can't slip up here. Get in. Darwin Nunez to the rescue. Almeria go 11 clear at the top of the table. Absolutely massive psychological victory, man. Win these games, win the championship. Proof's in the pudding. We're 11 points clear. And that'll do it for today's episode of the La Liga Crema, guys. So massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, then please do drop a like. I'm out of breath, man. Darwin Nunez, the missing piece in the jigsaw puzzle. I'm loving this guy with the late winner. Yeah, we'll return in the next episode with more big games in La Liga, including Barcelona in the reverse fixture in Andalusia. 11 clear at the top, and we'll do both legs of our Champions League last 16 against the French Giants PSG. Have a great day, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Come on, man. We're not bottling it again. I'm not letting it happen again.